What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? This is I'm trying to get everything together. This is another episode of the Blurred AF. One of the places on Mondays that's not named Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Football that you can get your entertainment. You know what I mean? Unlike another show on Thursdays, but we don't mention that. They Canadians anyway. But anyway, today we got a interesting show. We're going to talk about Josh Brolin. Is he permanently going over to DC, stepping away from Marvel? We got a bunch of other titles, a bunch of other topics we're going to talk about today. So we're going to get into a lot of things. Of course, you already know right here we got Bluminati. Of course, you see right over here we got Mika G. And of course, we're going to get it in today. No Diddy. So... so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are happy and excited about today's show. We're going ahead and we're gonna get into it. Where is that outro? Let's go.
What does this button do?
All right.
That be the end of the show.
You said what?
You said the outro.
That was the outro?
He said outro. No,
was that the intro?
Outro. You said outro.
I did.
All right, then.
You did.
Another episode blurred.
Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. See, this guy was in there and he a hater. So I be trying to shake them haters off. You know what I'm saying? So I might say something wrong.
Haters off.
Shake them haters off. Shake them. You don't remember that? Shake them haters off. We used to go to the club with that bug on. We be like,
What's a club?
Shake them haters off.
What's a club?
Anyway, I just got something interested in. Check this out. Yeah, first of all, I gotta thank you from Japan. You know what I mean? Thank you for Japan.
Wait, hold on. From Hawaii?
Shut up. Thank you from Japan. Like I said, konnichiwa, bitches. And bam,
Blue.
Bam. Shut up, Blue. Bam. You see that? See that? Japanese Optimus. Takari told me. Japanese Optimus Prime. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From Takari told me. Super dope. Got it in the mail today. Have not opened this guy up. But this is amazing. I mean, especially if you haven't seen Transformers 1, go watch it. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. But just got this guy in today. Super excited. Can't wait to open him up and put him in part of my collection. So, and shout out Ty.
Japan.
Shut it up. Shut it up.
Oh man, they ain't gonna let you lay that down, man.
They can kiss my ass. Anyway, how you guys been? Yeah, the whole boy. Oh boy. Not talking about Japan is in Ohio. Really, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing now. Anyway, who's up in here?
You the one.
Yeah, hey, look, you make one mistake. Well, black people, boy, I swear to God.
Hey, you shouldn't have made it. You shouldn't have made it in the video.
I am going to find albino albino Chinese people to hang with because I'm sick of y'all. I'm gonna get one look.
I want to say that's racist.
It's not. It's not. How is that racist?
It just
I'm gonna replace
racist.
Y'all with albino Chinese people, man.
It sounds racist.
It's not. It's
albino
really not.
Albino Chinese people is nuts.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, y'all gonna have one look just like Blue.
Just albino and Chinese? Oh man. That's crazy. I hope you find him. I am.
I am.
I hope you do that. When you find them, let me meet them, please.
I am.
Right. I would like to meet my albino Chinese counterpart.
I will. I
My
can't wait.
doppelganger.
The albino
Yeah.
Mika and the albino blue, the Chinese
Yeah, I
version.
would love to meet my doppelganger.
They're gonna be Yoon and Ruth. That's what they're gonna be. That's what they're gonna be, Yoon and Ruth,
man.
instead of Blue and Mika.
Sorry, I don't own Knox and Bear. Those I just follow that. I just follow that page.
What's up, Robin? What's up, Torian? Bachio Monger. Bye Ty with your mess too. Bye Kiro with your mess too. You know what I mean? All this mess.
Everybody.
All this mess. Professor Phil, what's up? All y'all with this Tommy, what's going on? Josh might be tired of comic book. I don't know, but we got a ton of stuff to talk about.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
You better pick 4 and let's go.
No, we're gonna discuss. We got things to talk about. We got a lot going on. Man, first of all, RIP to Dikembe Mutombo and Pete Rose and Whistler from Blade.
And yeah.
Like, good God. Like, we just had James Earl Jones, Madam Maggie is a Smith. Her last name is Smith, right? Yeah,
Maggie lady.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I know her from Harry Potter. That's where I know her
September
from.
said, I'm coming for all y'all faves. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I said, forget about it, cuz.
Yeah, forget about it. What's up, She? What's up, Tony? You know what I mean? Like, all right, man, like this year, like, as far as like, okay, I know Mika does not know who Pete Rose is, but Pete Rose is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Along with Tito Jackson. And he got caught up in gambling and stuff like that. He was gambling on the sport, but they never put him in the Hall of Fame for that, even though he's one of the greatest. Like, he's just like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame right now because he's one of the greatest baseball players of all time, one of the greatest hitters of all time. You know what I mean? And
I think they'll probably put Barry in all of them because Barry.
When they
what's my other guy?
Mark McGuire,
all them dudes, they will get up in there. They just got to figure out how to get them up in there with that asterisk on their name. I don't think they're gonna let Pete Rose in there though. I don't know why Pete Rose needs to be in there.
He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. And then hearing about Dikembe Mutombo, I didn't know he had brain cancer. You know what I mean? So that kind of, that was like shocking. I mean,
no.
Man, Dikembe was my dude. But when he played, I like Dikembe when he was with Chris Jackson, Ellis, Mutombo, Denver. Before Chris changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul Rauf and really hooped. But when he was Chris Jackson was a bad boy too. You know what I mean? Oh my God, they had a squad. They used to get tore up in the playoffs, but they had a squad.
Yeah. No, I think the best Mutombo was Atlanta
Mutombo. Yeah, still couldn't get past Chicago, but still. And then, like I said,
or the Knicks,
the
Knicks neither. Or Orlando. But I'm just saying that was like the best.
Yeah, that was when the East was the beast. When the East was nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But and then the actor who played Whistler on Blade passed away too.
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson. So yeah, it's like damn, you know what I mean? It's like Chillmonger's a hate man, dude. Don't you got Patheon to like scramble to get together or whatever? Don't you got something to do? Ain't it Canadian Day? Don't you got to pick maple leaves? Don't you got to pick maple leaves and get some syrup out of that tree?
International Syrup Week.
Hey, it tastes good off the tree. Hey, I think it's time to pick it.
It's Mountie Day.
Hey, y'all remember the Mountie for wrestling? I'm the Mountie. That's the wrestling theme song Chillburger come out to.
Salute to the Mountie, dog.
Yeah, has his little Dudley Do little hat on.
The Mountie was trash.
What's that? Jacques Rougeau. Jacques Rougeau.
I here chasing Bullwinkle around and shit.
Yo, stop.
Chill started. No, Chill started this. Chill started this. He shouldn't have came to me. He came to me on the Bird app. He came to me on the Bird app. I'm not even paying attention to the Bird app. He came for me on the Bird app, and I did not like it.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
the Mountie.
It's the Mountie. That's Chillbecker's new name now, the Mountie.
I can't.
If you show with that red jacket on and that Mountie hat, is crazy.
Oh man. Oh, whatever. I can't call it the X app because I ain't gonna do my brother Malcolm like that. You know, see what you have to understand, brother. See, red fish and the blue fish, you know what I'm saying, coincides with the green fish and the yellow fish. And what they want to do is separate all of us into one color.
Just stop.
So he said, y'all just wish I wouldn't hold that. Trust me, Ty, I would not. And The Rock means would not hold that title up high at all. At all. It's what would not cash Trudeau.
That's their president or who I'm sorry, they prime minister.
Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah. Hey, Prime Minister's Chancellor Phillip. Anyway, let me stop. All right, that's the last one. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Hey, guess what? We have a new horror movie. Let me pull this up. And Mika brought this to my attention. The horror movie Nosferatu gets a new trailer to give us the best look yet at Bill Skarsgård's terrified vampire. So
before we get into it,
go ahead, get into
before
it.
We get into it.
Oh, I gotta do something anyway.
Mika. Well, I mean, it's on the subject. Now let's get into it first, and then I ask.
Nah, go ahead and ask your question because I'm trying to do something on the back end anyway.
Okay. What do you see this? Do you see this movie being a turning point in horror or anything like that? The trailer looks good. You know, I think the trailer looks good or whatever. But is this one of those movies? Like how Dracula was back in, what was that, 90? What was that, 93?
No.
Okay.
Was Dracula 93 or was that
was it 92, 93 or something like that, right?
Or was that interview?
No, I'm talking Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yes.
Neo.
Yeah, that's dope, though. Bram Stoker's Dracula is dope.
That's what I'm saying. Is it going to be one of those being the zeitgeist stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's a good question for me.
It would have to be number one. It can't be like the Voyage of Demeter, where it was completely dark the whole damn movie. You couldn't really see. You couldn't really see Dracula. Though. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Voyage of Demeter was good, but I know why a lot of people didn't like it. I understand why they didn't like it because it was dark. Like I legit watched it at home and had to shut off all the lights in my house in order to see that movie and brighten up my TV screen so I could see what was happening. It would have to be like not as dark as that movie. It would have to have the same feel as Bram Stoker's Dracula, but from a 2024 feel to it. It's got to give some dope vampire kills, but it's also got to stay true to the original movie as well too. But not a complete remake of the original movie, but just a brand new rendition of that movie, like how they did, kind of like how they took the Bram Stoker Dracula from the book and brought it to life, right? Yeah. So just give us a re-image, better looking version of that classic movie, but make it, I ain't gonna say more modern, but it's still
updated. No, you're right. Yeah, it's gotta, because if you go, my bad, Dre. If you go back and watch the older one, it don't. It's a classic because it's a classic, but it don't hold up. Right. If you get what I'm saying.
But I do believe you're right. You do have to have it where it has a little bit more appeal. If you're gonna do it for one, do it right. But you got to make it stylized, like you said, that 824 aspect to it. You know what I mean? Keep that same energy. Keep and make it memorable. Like you said, because when you said Dracula don't hit like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
I ain't talking Dracula 2000. You probably thought I was talking 2000.
When you said Dracula, I'm like, Dracula. Like, what Dracula? In the 90s? Because the only one I remember is Bram Stoker Dracula Interview with a Vampire. You know what I mean? Like, and for like, but Bram Stoker's Dracula was so unique at that time period. Like, it got a video game. It was like everywhere. So you got to market it where you got to bring that genre back. I still believe that, I mean, just based off of Alien, they're trying to bring that horror aspect back as far as like the monster, right? You gotta make them the monster. You can't make them. You know what I mean?
I honestly think that we have
glittering in the
glittering.
Yeah.
I can walk in the sunlight.
Right. He coming in talking about I'm very demure.
No, so like I think personally we have, and then by we I mean the horror genre has grown out of the gore phase. Right. So like we went through a heavy like gore phase. And people are tired of it. Like they're like, okay, all right, cool. Like, can you give me a movie where I'm legit gonna be scared when I walk out of here? And I'm not scared because of all the gore and the guts and the blood that was in this movie. I'm legit scared because this is a psychological mind theft. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't tell you the last time I walked out of a movie theater and I was like, yo, like I gotta sleep with all the lights on.
Right. Because you're so like freaked out, like that could happen. Like when I watched Thin Line Between Love and Hate, I'm like, that could happen. Horror.
This dude here, man. This dude in Thin Line.
But no, real talk though. But I think the last movie that I walked out of, where I don't remember the last horror movie that I walked out of, where I was extremely like, oh snap, like for real, like I'm legitimately like, I can see why that would have me on edge.
Right.
I have seen Black Swan. Mean, wait, is you mean Black Swan about the ballerina? Because that's the only Black Swan I know.
That's the only Black Swan I know, yeah, with old girl.
Okay, go ahead.
Padme in it. Oh no, I was agreeing. Like I haven't seen a movie like that. It's been a minute. What's the last movie that made that like you said was on edge? It just had me a little bit. Just let me peek around this corner real quick and see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I ain't seen. I haven't come across.
I think what it is, because I just to piggyback off what you're saying, I really believe that you're right. We went through the gore phase, but nobody has really touched us where you have the psychological aspect, plus you also have the kills that makes sense. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Like a kill that looks more realistic instead of just people getting ripped apart, and you know what I mean? Like it's almost to the point where like I'm desensitized because it's so fantasy. But that kill that looks like, oh snap! Like when you see it like, oh my god, and it looks damn near real. You know what I mean? Where
I think my thing with the kills, they gotta mean something. Like a lot of the kills,
it has to mean something. It has to mean something.
You know what I'm saying? They don't mean nothing. They just killing just to kill, just to do a like you said, a gory scene. But I think if they come through and they mean something, and they actually taking pieces, like you know what I'm saying, that first Scream, or even a second Scream, or even
actually the first Scream. No, the first Scream.
The way
the first two. Yeah, the first two.
The way that they was taking pieces off the board and they meant something. You see what I'm saying?
Final Destination too.
Final Destination, yeah.
The first Final Destination.
Look at her.
Love Final Destination until it get ridiculous, right?
Well, yeah. When you just doing something follow the story, you die.
It's
no, but no.
But
I get what y'all saying. Like watching the first Final Destination was a complete like, yo, like how many times have I dodged death and it's definitely coming back for me.
Yeah,
like,
right.
But then we got to like for the first two. I still to this day do not drive behind trucks that are carrying logs. Damn y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not riding behind you. Matter of fact, I don't ride behind nothing that's hauling nothing.
Hauling
because
nothing.
the final destination.
I pass by them and I be examining the chain. Oh yeah, I knew it.
Look,
I knew it. That chain right there looked a little faulty.
Hey, look,
that chain dragging on the ground a little bit too much for my liking. Look, back it up.
Yeah, any 18-wheeler, any of that. I put in the Sport Plus mode. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Even then, I like if the Final Destination franchise has stuck to the formula, right?
The formula, right?
Just stick to the formula, right? Like give people something that they are going to be terrified with. The third one, I'll give it to you. People are terrified of roller coasters, but then after that, they was like NASCAR. I'm like, bro, like when have you ever heard of people like there being a crash and then tires and shit just going all over the place while people are watching? Like that's not even realistic half the time,
right? So
I think it looks like we're heading out of the gore phase of horror movies, because I did watch the new Aliens movie, and even though it is an Aliens movie, it didn't have as much gore in it that I thought it was going to have, because I was like, oh, here they go. They're going to have this alien ripping people apart and all this other stuff, but it truly didn't have that much gore in it, and I enjoyed it.
It really did.
Ending, they could have kept that.
They could have kept that ending.
Yeah, that ending.
But like I said,
I saw what the original ending was supposed to be. Totally different. Totally different. So yeah. Totally different.
What I did like about Alien is like you said, the kills made sense. So aliens have acid. So the acid going on someone's body makes sense for a kill. You know what I mean? That makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just not it's just blood and guts and splatter just to have it. You know what I mean? So
like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I still ain't seen that.
Thanksgiving.
I like Thanksgiving.
He liked Thanksgiving, but I didn't like it. Like I was because
it's a gore fest.
Obviously, we already know who it is. It's Eli Roth. Eli Roth is known for being the gore king. So it wasn't nothing new, especially the whole Black Friday.
I like the story.
Oh yes, and I have seen Black Swan. Just so you know, I have seen
that. The reason why I like, because I'm looking for the next guy. Who is the next icon?
It ain't Eli Roth.
No, I'm talking about the next. You know what I'm saying? The next horror icon, not director. I'm talking about like the next guy in the mask. Idiot. Who's the next guy in the mask? Is it Quaker Oats man?
No, it ain't Quaker Oats
man. It's
showing
the hell ain't. I mean, who are you really scared? Who are you really scaring? You know what I mean? Now I know some people.
Part is a sequel to that movie.
Yeah, it's coming.
But see, I know a lot of people were really talking about like Get Out. To me, Get Out wasn't as terrifying as they. I don't know why, but wait a minute. Them? Pronouns. Us. Yeah, I'm about to say pronouns. That's why I'm naming these black horrors pronouns. Because it's us today. Now next week we're gonna have we, yow.
You know what, Dre? I would.
But us was scary. Us was scary to me.
Us did have a little bit more terror in it. I would like for if he did the same thing that Stephen King does, how everything is in this one area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, everything.
He can't do it now because he went out to
happens in Maine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, with us, the underground laboratory of, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it was, that was out in California. It couldn't be, though. It couldn't, because they too spread. That was in
right.
But you know what it was? That was the same place. That was the same place that Lost Boys was at.
I know.
Yeah, I know. That is very true.
The same fake city that Lost Boys was at.
He did it for nostalgia.
But I mean, only thing we was missing with my man with the saxophone. You know what I mean?
The saxophone.
Hey man, every time he pops up in that movie, every time I watch that, I instantly bust out laughing because he ain't got no shirt on and he's killing killing that
Glistening.
saxophone.
Glistening playing the sax.
Oh, him down real good.
Right.
You can go get Bo DeMaio to do that part.
and he'll love it. He'll love it. He just comes.
Shut up.
He just come. He was like, "Hey, I'm on set already, ready." You know what I mean?
I get what you think, Dre. I understand why you think that Us wasn't really scary. It was more of a psychological. Get Out. Get Out wasn't scary. Get Out was more of a psychological horror. Like as I was watching the movie, I'm saying to myself, like, this is the reason why the movie is called Get Out, is because we are literally screaming at the screen the whole time, like, you need to get out. And like it's just one of those situations that you wouldn't like. It doesn't cross your mind that it would ever happen, right? You would just think that, hey, Chris is gonna go missing, or whatever the case may be. You never would think that the twist that happens in this movie is what's getting ready to happen. Like,
right.
And so, like, for that to be Jordan Peele's first movie and for it to do such great numbers, like, I can't fault the guy. Like, like that movie was a mind.
Yeah, like I love the movie for one, the social commentary, the psychological part of it, because, you know, in the veins of Hannibal, you know, psycho crime dramas like Along Came the Spider and stuff like that. I like to think and like to, you know, see how the scenario plays out, and of course yell at the screen. But it was something about Us. I'm sorry, and I think me and Mika talked about this. The trailer got me. That's what got me. You know what I mean? You playing I Got 5 on it, and you slow that son of a gun down, and you hear bump bump bump. You like, what the hell? You see all these doppelgangers. You see, and the kill at the house with the other family. I mean, I'm telling you, I was sitting there like, oh snap! I could not be in that house. I didn't want to. You know what I mean? And then you don't know who was who was the original, and who was not. Who was like, dude? I love that. I love that movie for that, for all of that. You know what I mean? But again,
the twist didn't get me at the end. I already knew. I kind of figured what it was probably by the end of act or the middle of Act 3.
I wasn't even tripping on
they were swapped.
It was, to me, it was so much that led up to that the end was still satisfying to me. I mean, the twist and everything.
Oh, no,
I was still satisfied. Yeah,
it still worked. It worked.
Yeah, it worked like a mug to me, because I'm like, holy crap. You know what I mean? But that's the last one for me that I was like, yeah, you know what? You know, I still haven't seen Nope yet, which is crazy that I still haven't seen Nope yet. But it
wasn't bad. I just think he could have kept Nope. He could have kept it for me. It wasn't
bad. He should have. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, Nope ain't one of my favorite Jordan Peele movies. It's just not like it just.
He should have saved that.
I still watched it, but I was like, yeah, you could have kept this one, bro.
Yeah, all right, so let's get to this Nosferatu, just the article real quick, and then we're gonna discuss that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and play this trailer. You know what I mean? I'll fight the copyrights, but I'll fight them. That they use.
It's about to be fire.
But that's the reason why I asked, was it based off like the original 1930s film of Nosferatu, because it started to give me kind of that same feel. So it is based off of the original movie.
That's what I said. I said if it can give you the same feels as the original movie, which this trailer truly does, and actually this trailer also gives Bram Stoker Dracula vibes, because
it does.
The lighting is just right to where you can see everything that's happening. But it's still dark enough to where you understand that this ain't no walk in the park. This ain't no sunny town, right? Yeah. So just watching this trailer alone, I'm Christmas Day. Sorry, fam. So the gifts is open. I'm going to go to the movie.
So we're reviewing. So what you're saying is we're reviewing this. This is what you're saying. You're saying we're reviewing.
Blue, you up to it?
Oh, you come on now. You know how me and vampires go down.
I'm
first. As soon as Angela Bassett show up, I'm first in line to get bit. Come on, baby.
Come on. Why'd you sound like an old 70 dude? Why you sound like you was an old 70 dude? Come on, baby. You know what it is.
Come on, baby. You know what it is. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna be right here. Just come on. You got me right. I'm trying to tell you. I'll be in line to go see this.
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
I'll be
This is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, and which is typically not. They don't normally do horror movies.
Horror movies on Christmas
during not during Christmas, not just Christmas. Like they don't do horror movies during the holiday season.
Holiday season, yeah. They don't go
That
for the
is
most
true.
part. They really don't. They might leak into November, maybe. But because Thanksgiving came out in October, if I remember correctly.
It came out in October.
September?
I think the end of October. Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, they don't leak into holiday season.
They don't release any horror movies during holiday season. So this I ain't gonna say this is a first because there's been, I mean, in the past there have been other movies. Matter of fact, Freddy's Dead came out during holiday season. Mm-hmm. So
Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare.
Yes.
I forgot it did.
Hey, Christmas Day. I'm sorry, Mufasa and whatever comes out during that time. I'm gonna be watching the vampire movie.
I think you gotta get back to when doing something like this, Nosferatu, when you're dealing with vampires, because they've changed up how you know what I'm saying. We've gotten
vampires,
the Fast and Furious vampires with the underworld. We've gotten goddamn the sparkly vampires. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me what
the original.
What I know what a vampire is. I know Dracula. I know Nosferatu. I know these vampires. You can't walk in the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn in the mist. All this, give me that shit. That's the compelling stuff. Sparkling in the sun is not compelling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Underworld is dope because of the
time period
surrounding it.
It's the time period too.
Right, the time. It's like the Matrix of vampires.
Vampire, that's what it is. I was just about to say that.
But give me if you're gonna do a
Thanksgiving
vampire.
Came out November the 17th, Blue.
November 7th. Oh, okay. So
the week before Thanksgiving.
Week before Thanksgiving. But no, give me horror. Like they got the Wolfman movie coming. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's Wolfman. Don't give me goddamn.
We need that. Yeah, we need that, and we don't need the Wolfman's got nards.
The Wolfman's got nards.
The Wolfman's got
hey,
nards.
But that would definitely be a dope remake. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, in the vein of in the especially. What's crazy about that is that we went through the Stranger Things phase and they never thought about let's remake Monster Squad.
Yeah.
When they were all through the Stranger Things phase. So I most definitely would be about that. Now, a lot of that stuff, like the kids smoking, did you do that now without some parent? It's like the parents whine more now than they did in the 80s.
That's like that scene in Ninja Turtles though. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, the scene where the kids smoking in the
playing
club.
pool and just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the crazy thing is that was kind of real. You know what I'm saying? The rec centers and shit like that.
Yeah, that was really real. They wasn't like they were lying. That was real. But yeah. But I do want to get back to the old horror, like, Wolfman, werewolves. Because, I mean, when is the last, let's think about this right quick. When was the last good werewolf movie you watched? Like, wasn't Underworld, when was the last good werewolf movie?
Werewolf movie.
Wolfing.
Yeah. Yeah, probably Wolfing. But if you think about it, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Damn, I can't even think. I'm about to say Howling and shit, but nah, it's gotta be something about Howling.
You thinking about the older movies like Silver Bullet and American.
Right.
You have it. That's what I'm saying. We need to get back to, if they're gonna do Universal Monsters, get back to Universal Monsters. Get back to doing. They tried to do Frankenstein. You know what I mean? I think Frankenstein needs to marinate for a little bit before you redo that.
It's one coming.
It's coming. They're getting ready to remake it. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it
Del Toro's doing it?
Who is?
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley's for American Werewolf in London. I used to love that movie. You know what I mean?
Cursed?
Cursed, yeah. Cursed.
Yeah. But it's just I do want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing the Creature from the Blue Lagoon come back. Like those type of.
I think they're doing a remake.
Like I want
Creature from
to
the Blue
Creature from the
Lagoon?
wait, hold on. The creature from where?
Blue Lagoon. What I say?
No.
Black Lagoon.
Black
You talking about
Black
Blue
Lagoon. You
I
That
said
Blue
Blue
Lagoon.
Lagoon.
You done threw me off. Blue Lagoon
Yeah.
with that shit though.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. Don't remake that one. Leave it alone.
They did a TV
Don't
series. You
remake
don't
it.
remember the
Leave
TV
it
series that
alone.
came out? Blue Lagoon
Huh?
TV series came out a couple
Oh,
years back.
remember? Oh, yeah, the Blue Lagoon with whatchamacallit in it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't remake Blue Lagoon. We good.
Nah,
Thanks.
remake Blue Lagoon.
We ain't even like that sequel. Y'all could have kept that.
The sequel, Return
Yeah.
to the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah,
Right.
keep that.
No, you should.
No, y'all know what y'all need to remake? Y'all need to remake Lord of the Flies. Make it more modern.
Ooh,
That
Lord
is
of
modern.
the Flies.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Can
yeah.
you do that?
When is the
Can you
last time
do
we had a
that
creepy
with cell
kid?
phones and shit though?
Nah, I mean, okay, think
You
about
can
it.
in a you can in the woods.
They're stranded on they're stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere. They ain't got no damn cell phones. Their
Or
cell
they
phones
in the
don't work
middle
out
of,
there.
or they in the middle of Iowa.
or their phones ended up in the ocean.
In the
I mean,
ocean. Okay.
technically you can do it
That's Yellow
moderately.
Nah,
Basically,
but that was in the woods. We talking about
but
what?
you,
I mean,
yeah,
basically,
because-
Yellow Jacket is a female version of Lord of the
It
Flies.
is.
Lord, right? But technically you can do it because cell phone. If you do it in the middle of
Yes, ma'am.
the middle of like anywhere, you don't have good cell phone service, so you can't stream. You can still do it. You know what I mean? Them Amish communities. You know what I mean? You think they can go have the government put a cell phone tower in there? No. You know what I mean? So you could still do it.
Mhm.
Not we
Indeed.
getting Passion of the Christ too.
We are getting
They
a
all
sequel to Passion of the Christ.
I said, what is Passion of the Christ 2?
I mean,
Jesus
technically,
returns.
Resurrection. Yeah.
technically,
Jesus
I
returns.
technically I have my own issues that I would not discuss on the Blurred AF right now. With
It's gonna be a multiverse Jesus.
Jesus gonna come in and one of the Fast and Furious cars.
He's gonna be Mexican, Jesus.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Stop, Dre. Stop. Because I'm about to go there and I'm not trying to get in trouble with the Mexican homies. No, I'm not doing it. Because I'm not getting in trouble with the Mexican
Jesus
homies.
revenge.
Jesus' revenge.
Now, you thought that was funny? Oh, yeah.
You
right,
thought it was
yeah.
funny, huh?
No, I'm not getting
Y'all-
my ass whooped. But yeah,
Hey,
but
Paco, put the car around front, Holmes.
You stupid. Shut up.
you stupid for that. You stupid. That's just like
Hold on, fool.
that's like we getting colors too. Like nobody asked for that.
Too.
Colors.
Colors too. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Colors. What's my man? Rocket's Revenge. Yeah, Colors too. Revenge of Rocket. That'll be the
Revenge
shit.
of Rocket.
And we gotta get my
Revenge
boy
of
to come back
Rocket.
and play Rocket again too.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle got to come back and play Rocket if we doing it.
I mean,
Even though
David
he
Wayans
died.
was right. David
Yep.
Wayans was in
David
there.
Wayans was-
OG
he was,
Bobby Johnson.
Yep. And
Say,
Ice
don't
T.
take my rabbit. Don't take my rabbit, man. Don't take my rabbit.
Mhm.
But no, we're not doing that.
I want to say the
Well-
last horror movie that was nominated for an Oscar was Get Out.
Yep,
I want to say that's
it
the
was
last
Get.
one.
I think it was
Was it Get Out?
Get Out.
I wanna say
Before that,
that's
wasn't it Blair Witch? Wasn't Blair Witch part of Award season 2 back then?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Y'all go. I mean, already know
To the
Blue gonna be
Googles.
to the Googles, right? To the Googles.
When did Get Out come out?
Get Out. You're right. Get Out. Get Out nominated
Get
for 4
Out?
Academy Awards back in 2017. That was the last one.
Nah,
Other
Parasite.
than that, it was.
Parasite in 2020.
Parasite.
Did they? That
Was-
that ain't horror.
That's what they considered.
Parasite
what
was
is-
not horror.
What was
That
it
was a
considered?
Korean movie.
Yeah.
That wasn't
What was it?
horror.
What was it considered?
I thought it was just damn a drama. What was horror? What was horrifying about? Have anybody
was-
seen it?
Mhm.
A horror.
Mhm.
It was considered a. It was considered. Well, no,
One
it was
person
called a
died.
black comedy. It was called it was a South Korean black comedy thriller, but it was considered a horror film.
I don't know about that one. Wow.
But if we're gonna keep stay true, it was Get Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs back in 91, Jaws in 76, Exorcist in 74.
Damn, that's the only time. Oh, that's the only time they won, or when they were
That's
nominated.
the only. Hold on, let me pull it. Nah, I lost.
Because The Exorcist was nominated for an Oscar, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. The Exorcist.
Okay.
Back in '74. Now my damn internet is slow. What's going on?
Just take that wheel and crank it like this. Go.
Yeah, I know, man.
And then it start back up.
Let me try this again. This shit is
really.
Hey,
but I got
it.
You got it.
Yeah. So it's oh my god, it's so many. I'll just give randoms. The Omen, Silence of the Lamb, we already said that. Parasite's on this list. Sleepy Hollow, Carrie, the Sixth Sense.
Carrie's dope.
The original Carrie, not that remake that we don't talk about. Black Swan,
not working.
Rosemary's Baby.
Black Swan was nominated.
That
was a dope film, though.
Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Psycho.
You see, they got Apartment 1A that just came out.
Man, I heard it was trash, but I'm still gonna watch it though.
That I heard it was trash, but I'm still gonna watch it. That's hilarious.
King Kong, the Amityville Horror.
I'm about to say King Kong's not a horror movie.
Both Poltergeist 1 and 2.
Medea movies are horror movies.
They are all horror movies.
Flatliners, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Classic.
They was all nominated for, what were they nominated for? Best Picture?
I don't know. It's just it's a list on IMDb that says Oscars nominated for horror/suspense movies. What else?
I'm with it.
7, The Ghost in the Darkness, which damn good movie.
I fuck with 7.
7 is.
I fuck with 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's for Peter.
I mean, most of these are probably not Best Picture or anything like that. They probably got nominated for like
set
best
design
costume or something.
Yeah, set design or something like that.
I mean, I count that, but I'm more thinking like, Best Picture.
Yeah,
I do. I do count that best makeup and all. I count all that shit. If you got nominated, you got nominated. If you win, you win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more looking.
Most of the horror movies is best makeup that win. Best makeup, best costume design, best sounds editing, and best original score.
I see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
That was a horror movie. Most definitely.
Totally was a horror movie.
But yeah, now I just want to see some good horror, man. Just give me some good horror. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to go to Shudder and wait for Huluween to come through to get some good horror. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're not really doing Hulu. Not even really doing anything big for Huluween this year.
I think the only thing they got going on is the shit. What did I see? American Horror Story. That's it.
We don't need that.
That's all I saw from what I recall. And they do their 31 days of Halloween or Huluween, but
man, shout out to Ryan though. That man is back. He in his bag.
What do you got?
Which Ryan?
In his bag for what? What did he do?
He got American Horror Story, American True Story. He got it's a new series he just dropped with about some people on a cruise on a boat. Like this man is dropping.
That was Ryan Murphy. I didn't know that was Ryan Murphy.
He dropping like multiple. He just stay. I'm watching the one about the football player right now.
Aaron Hernandez.
Mm-hmm. Which
Monster? What is it called? Not Monster.
His actual his actual documentary is better than that movie, because I watched that documentary on Netflix when it came out about Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, it ain't a movie. It's a series.
Yeah, that's the series. But I like the actual documentary that came out about him more.
I didn't like it because I thought it was just so skewed and biased. I didn't think it was balanced.
Oh, when they was talking about how he was gay.
Yeah, I
was trying to make that like that.
That's all they talk about in this series.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like that because there was no, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's this story coming from? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's
gotta
no
kill someone.
cooperation on that. I mean,
Yeah.
Mika, if one person came out and said, yeah, Mika gay, and then I run with it and I surround your whole documentary around that, that's to me, that's nasty work.
But this,
It was
I
his
was gonna
best.
say
It was his best friend.
American
though.
Sports Story is not. It's not a documentary. It's
It's a series. It was a
kind
documentary.
of like how they
that
did
came
with
out.
OJ, and they did with the
Yeah,
They
with
tried
the
to
Menendez
recreate
brothers
it.
and all
The
of that, and Liberace and all of that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's me. Maybe it's just me. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong on this. But don't you think like these documentaries, like they almost make these guys like they're infamous? Like it's like I don't know how to call it, but it's almost like you're boosting these guys up. Like it's a terrible story, but like you're still kind of making these guys like damn near famous off of horrible shit that they did.
They were already they are
right.
Well, yeah, but you see what I mean? Well, yeah, but you see what I mean?
Right, but you can't get away. It's hard to get away from that. If I'm telling a story, you know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna be mesmerized by this, not just the story, but by the actual people. So how do I tell the story and trying to make, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's
if I try
like
to dehumanize the Melendez, because most of these stories, my bad, Dre, most of these stories are it is because they were molested or something was done wrong, and then how do we get from point A to point B? That's normally what the story is trying to tell. So when you're going from point A to point B, it humanizes them, and I think that's what you're getting at. Like, why are we humanizing these people who are serial killers or who are the Melendez brothers killed the mama and the daddy? They killed the mama for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why did they do that?
Okay, this is. I guess this is what I'm because Torin talked about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, like
okay. So you could get a story like about Dahmer, the Menendez brothers, or whatever, and these are they'll play these on A&E and the true crime the channel and all this other stuff, But then you have stories like things that happen to people in the hood, and they like, you know what I mean? It's like we can humanize them, but then you have other stories where people have went through stuff, their own trauma within like our neighborhood, and they don't get that same type of treatment when it comes to. So I don't like watching that because it feels so biased. It's like we're trying to humanize Jeffrey Dahmer, and this motherfucker was eating people.
I don't think they're trying to humanize it. It just ends up happening. I don't think they purposely seek out and say, all right, we're gonna make Jeffrey Dahmer look like Jesus. I don't think that's the
not that. But you know what I mean?
It's you know what I'm saying.
It's just a part of the telling of the story.
Yeah, we got to start from the beginning. If I just jump in and say, from the point of him eating the black boy or trying to eat the black boy, the whole story is lost.
The man eating ankles. The man out here eating ankles.
Because I'm a true crime junkie. So like when I watch,
I bet you are.
I am. So when I watch these stories, I don't look at them as humanizing the killer or anything like that. Like I said, you have to start the story somewhere, right? And if it just so happens that they were molested or something happened to them, like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't get I get it, okay? Terrible things happen to you, but you made a conscious decision to take to
kill your mama.
Right. So like I watched both documentaries with the Lacey Peterson story. I watched the one that was just
Lacey Peterson. Was that the lady who drove her kids into the lake?
No, Lacey Peterson. That was the other one. Lacey Peterson was the one that was killed by her husband because he was having an affair and he tried.
And then the husband that went on
pregnant.
And the husband that went on to marry somebody else, and that lady mysteriously died as well.
No, he didn't marry nobody. So the mistress came forward and was like,
"Oh, she came.
I thought she disappeared." No, Lacey ended up disappearing, but the mistress came forward and was like, "I'm the mistress. Like he's been saying this, that, and the third. He said his wife is gone."
Maybe I'm thinking of the other story.
But there was another. It's what Torrance said.
I'm thinking he moved. He didn't move from another place. Find her, marry her. He was.
But see how that's in it. Okay, just I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but you see how that's in the Zach. You see how those names is in your. You can remember that this in the zeitgeist.
But you got to think too, though, Dre.
They made them big stories. Yeah, they made them big stories.
Right. So
she would have became a big story had the mainstream media not picked up on her story when she went missing, because she was 8 months pregnant and she disappeared, right? So like it started out in the little small town in California, and they picked and the major news picked it up, and it went wild, and then they kept, because of that, they kept looking at the husband. So they was like,
I think this is why this is Pam kind of hit what my thought process on the head. Like when it comes, like they idolize these serial killers unless they're black. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't really hear, like, I don't want to idolize black serial killers either.
Right. But I was going to get into the point of how, black serial killers are few and far in between. That's another thing too, because.
Well, there was a black serial killer when I was a corrections officer way back in like 2003, 2004. That was, I'm talking about often prostitutes for years.
No, I'm not. I believe,
and they could not find. They
could
not.
Don't matter.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they could, like, his story.
Don't matter. All serial killers matter.
Well, yeah, but
not all serial killers matter. Stop.
Right, not all serial killers. Well, you stupid.
They don't matter.
But the story, the way he was doing it was kind of interesting. If you want to put it on like true crime, the best thing he got was the first 48. That's like we're famous on the first 48.
First 48.
But
the
you
McDonald's,
can't tell,
and they bring in that McDonald's and that soda and that cigarette. It's over. Game time.
It's over. Game time. Got you.
Hey, I brought you a Big Mac. Oh, I'm
good.
I'm snitching.
I didn't want to do it, but that's my kryptonite.
He's like, so
when it comes to like black serial killers, and obviously we're not trying to idolize them, but like we have platforms where people talk about black killers and black serial killers and things like that. Now, are there TV shows about that kind of stuff? No, not really, but they're mostly podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know a lot about especially because I listen to Sisters Who Kill.
Right.
But know that there was that many women out here murking people.
This would be because I do think it's an avenue for that, and I do think people should, because to me, when you do these things, it's more supposed to be about information, getting this information out here, letting you know, hey, these things is going on in your neck of the woods. I think that's what it's supposed to be, and it might turn into something else. But kind of like what Mika said, we do have platforms. This is where Tyler Perry, this is where all of these other people can come in and buy the rights to those stories and turn them into series or movies. But I don't know if
we gotta put on wigs, man. We gotta put on a wig, man. I'm about to get my Jamaican wig tomorrow for my next shoot.
I don't know what our market share is in black serial killers. I'm
gonna be real. The majority of women that I know, and Mika probably can attest to that, watch a lot of those crime drama shows.
I agree.
Yeah, like true crime TV and all of that.
But on a Netflix, on a movie scale, I don't know what our market value is there.
I would just say
they did do a TV not TV. I think it was like a made for TV movie about the DC sniper.
I do remember that. Didn't it come out like A&E or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do remember that. Was this around the
same time they did the Oklahoma City bomber?
I don't know. I just know I saw it on TV, and I was like, I was like, what?
I think it was FX. I think I know what y'all talking about. I think it was on FX. I think I know what y'all talking about. But see, the DC sniper, I think, is a compelling story. I think what's my other man who was in the army? Over in California. I can't think his name right now. I don't consider him a serial killer though. Dornan.
Christopher Dornan. Christopher Dornan, something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
The black dude who, like, I want to know his story. How did he even get there? Like, how did his mind get to that part? You know what I mean?
You say he was in the military?
Yeah, he was in the army.
I'll tell you how his mind got there.
Well, but see,
untreated PTSD.
Yeah. Now, I'm glad you said that, Mika. That's why I think it's so important to still tell our stories too, in that true crime and all of that. So because most of the time, if I do see that, I kind of already know who it is, and I'm just figuring out the twist. Just like that one, it was the one who was a serial. I don't think it was a serial killer, but it was on Netflix for a long time. And the guy was like, end up like messing with the girl, his best friend's daughter, but he was messing with the best friend, and the wife knew about it. Was wild. It was like in the 19.
I seen that one.
You know what I'm talking about, like in the 1960s.
Yes, I've
seen
it.
And he was like, well, I had to. He was like, I was sexually frustrated, so I was like, I just relieved him in the car. Like, wait a minute, what?
I seen that one.
What y'all talking about?
This was wild. When I tell you,
no, he was messing with the best friend's daughter, but he was also messing with his best friend. And yeah, that documentary was wild. I was like,
wait, hold on. He was messing with his best friend
and his daughter.
And
the best friend's daughter. That's what?
Yeah. It was wild.
What is y'all watching? Why are y'all watching that?
That was on Netflix. You didn't know who was going. That was going to be there.
I was like, okay,
this came like you talking about a twist. Okay. You talking about a twist?
That was
that was a hell of a twist. It was a hell of a twist.
But no, I like I said, I listen to most of the podcasts that I listen to. It's the same. It's almost the same thing with every single person that ends up being a killer. Something happens. Right. Like mentally they're abused, physically they're abused, sexually they're abused. Something happens, and in that time, it's like, okay, you know what? Like they just like something inside of them is just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Like let's not do this. The best friend was a man.
It was a man. It was a man. That was the twist.
That was
the twist.
That was the twist. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like something psychologically happens to where a person just snaps, right? Or it's about money. It's about greed. It's about it's something, right?
Right.
So,
it's something.
But y'all check out Sister
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah.
Right. But just
true crime is big. True crime is
we kind of went on a tangent, but yes,
we sure did. We went from horror to this.
I know, right?
And we're an hour in.
And that's how we got to this. Got to the next topic.
I know, man. Let's go. Next topic.
But yeah,
let's go.
Okay. So evolution of the black quarterback is a reminder that black life is radical and political, and this is another story from Ebony that came out. Now, of course, this is a story about black quarterbacks and everything and the evolution of the black quarterback. I want to say now half of the teams in the NFL right now, starting quarterback is black, which 30 years ago, you would have never heard that. You only had a few.
Check out this documentary.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to check out.
I woke up to it. Like I woke up and it was on. I think it was after, I don't know. It was Thursday night football. I woke up to this and I ended up watching 3 episodes and I was like, yo, like,
yeah,
I did something of being a black quarterback. Like,
well,
I need to watch it.
I did something similar like this on. Well, I did a TikTok about the way that owners still think about it. Was during the Brian Forrest thing. I did it on TikTok about how owners still think of black coaches, black ownership, black executives, because they're still so far in between. You know what I mean? That they still have some of those biasness, even when it came to black quarterbacks. A lot of them still have those biases. I remember growing up, there was Randall Cunningham. It was still one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up. You know what I mean? Scrambling Randall, Warren Moon. Warren Moon could even get in the NFL for a long time. He had to play in the Canadian Football League, and technically his Canadian Football League yards and his NFL League yards, he has the most yards in football history. You know what I'm saying? With his combined yards. And it was still so far few in between until you start seeing the Michael Vicks, you start seeing the Cam Newtons, even what's his name? Young, that used to play for the Titans, Steve McNair, a lot of those black quarterbacks, you know what I mean? But it goes back before that. So I want to watch it so I can go back, because there's black quarterbacks. Of one black quarterback who should have been the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Who got his job taken by Terry Bradshaw. He knew Terry Bradshaw knew he wasn't as good. I can't think of the guy's name. But yeah, I can't wait to watch this because I think it'll be
great.
awesome.
It's a great series so far that
Yeah.
that I've been watching, and like he interviews like Randall Cunningham, go Birds, and you know, and Charlie Ward.
Charlie
as well.
Ward.
Yeah, Charlie
So
Ward,
like Charlie
yeah.
Ward was like, yo, like he was like, I was at this crossroads where I could go play football, I could go play basketball.
And the reason why he went to go play basketball because because it was deterred him because I mean
they basically told he wasn't gonna start.
Black quarterback.
Right. Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And then just think about this. The last 3 Super Bowls have been represented by a black quarterback. You know what I mean? Whether it's Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, you know what I mean?
That's Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, but it's still been represented by black. I never thought that I would live in. Honest to God's truth, I never thought that I would live to see a day where the majority of quarterbacks are black. Washington has a black quarterback. The Texans, I still thought because of the standard drop back quarterback, you might have a scramble here and there. You got
this is what I'm gonna say about stuff.
Speak it, brother. No, I'm just what.
When it comes to making money off the backs of black people, they're going to elevate us to the point to where they're going to be able to make money off the back of us. There's only one way to go with that, which is a black quarterback. It's a draw. It's a draw. I need this money. What can I do to get this money? Black quarterback.
Everybody's looking for the next Mahomes. They're looking for the next Jalen Hurts.
They want the next.
I don't know about Jalen Hurts.
They want the next. Who you know what I'm saying? Like I watched it was a YouTube. Was it a YouTube short? Might have been a TikTok. I don't know. But it was a white dude on there, and the black dude asked him the question about like, I don't know if it was blacks in sports or whatever, but he brought it up. He was like, y'all can do everything. And it gets to the point to where y'all are just pushing us out. You know what I'm saying? He was being real. He was like, y'all are pushing us out of everything. What can't y'all do? Like y'all, it ain't nothing y'all can't do. It's, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to be diplomatic on the sense of saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a hate thing, but it's like, where do we fit in the ecosystem of shit? Sooner or later, we ain't gonna fit nowhere. And that's just the truth of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to the entertainment, or I don't know, it seems like when it comes to damn near everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you give us the keys, we gonna drive this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, you let us in the door, we gonna come in that motherfucker and put the couch up, and we gonna have the fireplace rocking, we gonna have the music, the tunes, the ladies gonna come through, gonna have the liquor pour. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be good.
I'm about to say that sounds like Paul Pierce's party.
Yeah, Paul Pierce's party was wild.
Whatever.
Salute to the truth.
I am fired.
Salute to the truth. Salute to the truth.
But nah, for real, like I you know what I'm saying? And it was somebody else was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, just that fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I remember the movie Fear of the Black Hat back in the day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is what you're looking at in sports right now. You have like I said, you have
Torin, they can't help but give us the keys. My bad, Dre. Torin, they can't help but give us the keys. Because they can't drive the way we drive. They can't.
But again, I always said, soon as Pat Mahomes became a household name, soon as he won that first Super Bowl, people was going to start looking for the next Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Just like they did with Jordan. It's no different than what they did with Jordan. There's no different with what, you know, they try to do with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this guy's going to be the next LeBron. This, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're going to try to get it. So you think about it right now. The way that Patrick plays the game. You know what I'm saying? They were like, ain't he won? Let's replicate that. So Jordan Love, you know what I'm saying? The kid down in the Texans. You know, now you got J.D. Just CJ. Just think about how many black quarterbacks it was 2001 before we got a number one pick overall with Michael Vick as black quarterback. Just look at the last draft. Caleb Williams, Daniels.
But I'm gonna say this too, though. Now it is. I don't want to put the fault on us, but coming up in the Pop Warner system and things of that nature, we don't put our sons as quarterback as much. If you get what I'm saying, we don't do that from the ground level.
My kids don't want to play nothing. Anyway,
so we make them running
wide receivers or running backs.
Yeah,
wide receivers, running backs, things of that nature. So, or when they are quarterbacks, we find out that they don't want to, because quarterback is more cerebral than athletic. We don't do the extra work in the, hey, we need to get in this book, we need to learn these plays, we need to understand the defenses and things of that nature. We rely on the athleticism, and then with that, you just rely on your athleticism. Come year 5, year 6, year 7, when that athleticism starts going away, what's next? So
true. But Dion just talked about his son last night on their show, not Club Shay Shay, but on Nightcap. You know what I mean? Yeah. The stuff that he's worked with his son, because you think of Deion Sanders, you think all of his sons are going to be 4.2 speed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be this and the other, all this athleticism. No, his son is a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He knew his son was going to be a quarterback, and you molded him, put him around the best people, Tom Brady's and all these other people, so he can be the best he could get out of them. So
I honestly think that and I could be wrong because I don't watch much college football, but college football is mostly, the quarterbacks mostly aren't black, right? Maybe that's the reason why a lot of black kids don't want to be the quarterback, because they I mean, like, let's say like Cam Newton sitting behind what's his name?
Tim Tebow. When he sit behind Tim Tebow, and he had to go to Auburn.
Right. Or Jalen Hurts ended up leaving because they had him behind, you know what I'm saying?
But he was behind Tua.
Well, he was before Tua.
He was before Tua.
Tua came in, then he
took his because he got hurt and he took his job, so he went to Oklahoma. Right. You know what I mean? Which was the best thing for him. But just think about it like this: it says it wasn't until 2001 that America saw a black quarterback as the number 1 pick when the Atlanta Falcons selected Michael Vick from Virginia Tech. As the 2024 NFL season moves forward, 15 of the 32 quarterbacks are black. 15. I remember counting on my hand how many black quarterbacks was it. Randall Cunningham, Warren Moon, Rodney Peete.
That's it. That's all I knew growing up.
Jeff Blake. You know what I'm saying? Because it was in Cincinnati. Blake, you know what I mean? So to look at it now, it's just, to me, is amazing. And you can, but it's like Tommy Frazier. Tommy Frazier ran the option at Nebraska. But they didn't think Tommy Frazier could play quarterback. But Scott Frost, who ran the same offense under Norman, I think it's Norman Osborne, whoever was I think it's,
I hope it wasn't Norman Osborne.
Go out there and run my option. Not Norman. Forgot his name. But ran the same system. He could play quarterback, but not Tommy Frazier. You know what I'm saying? So it was always a stigma when it came to black quarterback. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up that TikTok. If I can find my TikTok, I'm gonna pull it up so you can see that. But so far, what have you like Mika? What have you learned from that? Like what have you been sitting there damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
Basically what I just said about college football, in college, a lot of black quarterbacks were shunned because it was just no, we're gonna put good old Jim Bob as the quarterback, and you could just sit off to the side. But then slowly but surely it started to change. But as far as quarterbacks being in the NFL, it was the same thing as college. They was no, you can't, we're not gonna let you play. But then it was at some point they were just you know what, let's just give the kid a chance. And
I don't even think it's that.
The rest was history.
I don't think it's let's get it. I agree with everything you said, but I don't think it's let's give the kid a chance. They was forced to give that kid a chance. They had to.
I mean, probably because somebody got hurt, and then they was you're up.
think about it. Doug Williams won that Super Bowl, and what was that?
1987.
87.
Yep.
They still didn't run out and go get black quarterbacks. You know,
they tried to get. I mean, it wasn't in mass.
It wasn't.
It was. Remember Achilles
right.
Smith? Remember Achilles Smith was a first round draft pick. He was a bust, and they started going through the Cordell Stewarts. He was just slashed because they didn't think he.
But Cordell came when? What year did Cordell show up? Cordell, I consider
94. 94 because they went to the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl in 95 versus the Cowboys. And he was playing running back. I mean, he was playing a wide receiver.
He was doing it
all. He was slash. Yeah, he was doing the slash thing. And then after Neil O'Donnell left, then they made him the starting quarterback.
Because what I'm getting at is Doug Williams wins that Super Bowl. To me, I'm like, okay, maybe these black folks can play. You know what I'm saying? I would see a trend, 3-4 teams maybe. You didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't. Other than the other black quarterbacks that was already in the league, like you said, the Randall Cunninghams and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, Warren Moons, who was already in the league at that time, you didn't see them purposely go out and looking for a black quarterback. You see what I'm saying? Now that's the thing. They are purposely looking at Shadir Sanders. They're purposely looking at Milroe over there at Alabama. They're looking at these black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And saying, this is my franchise.
Because like I said, I do believe it has something to do with to me, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, you know, and other black quarterbacks that came. CJ Stroud came in, you know what I mean? Even though Bryce is having a horrible time in Carolina because it's Carolina.
But they'll push him to the side and get another black quarterback.
Right, but check this out. Just listen to this real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just listen to this.
Go ahead. Still that much prejudice in baseball today?
No, I don't believe it's prejudice. I truly believe that they may not have some of the necessities to be, let's say, a field manager or perhaps a general manager.
You really believe that?
Well, I don't say that they're all of them, but they certainly are short. How many quarterbacks do you have? How many pitchers do you have that are black? It's same.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I got to tell you, that sounds like the same kind of garbage we were hearing 40 years ago about players. When
in this situation, look at my man. You're trying to change the hiring practices, but Skip, and they always fall. What's the fallback, Skip? We just want to hire the best guy for the job. It seems to me that you think always the best guy for the job happens to look like you.
I was just trying to make a point when I brought this up because it just seems like there's still people who have that same mindset that think black people still can't play quarterback. Black people still can't be owners. Black people still can't play baseball. You know what I'm saying? When
you see black league, in the 90s, it was a black league in the 90s.
You know what I mean? It's just
they also old as dirt and was probably around when all that racist stuff was happening. That's the reason why Jerry Jones. I don't understand why Jerry Jones is still the owner, but you know whatever.
Because he's the owner.
I mean, Dak is his quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But just think about it like this. You know, and if you notice now, a lot of the older. And I feel like this was going to happen anyway. When that older white leadership, the old school white leadership starts dying off, and you start getting their kids coming up, and you start getting newer blood as far as younger general managers. Younger general managers don't give a damn if a kid, black or white, can you play? You know what I mean? Can this kid play? You know what I mean?
That's because they played with the black kid.
Right, exactly.
They played with the black kid. That black kid led their team while he was on the bench. You know what I'm saying? They Pop Warner team, they JV team, their middle school team led them to whatever championship or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they know that because you got to think that's the thing. These older owners or these older coaches, their team was probably white. You see what I'm saying? Who was getting beat by the black kids. So hey, look, I can't. No, that ain't finna happen. I'm not finna get the dude who just whooped my ass and put him on the team. Now I'll go get, Jimmy right here, who was all state because all the white, you know what I'm saying, in this white county. I'll go get him, but I won't go get Tron, and that what his name was on Chappelle's show, Tron.
Thank you for this lovely bold ass cheese spread that you have for me. I got an 8:30 apartment. I gotta go get some punani.
You know what I'm saying? Won't go get Tron, who basically ran the whole state, who took, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't just the county champion, he was the state champion, or he was McDonald All-American, things of that nature. They you know what I'm saying? So now with these, like you said, these Gen X millennial owners or GMs and coaches, they like, nah, man, that dude there, do you know how fast he run? Do you know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is bad. We got to get him. I played against him. We got to get him. That's the guy. Now, we still haven't caught up on the executive side, but I think that'll change too. I think that's coming too.
Yeah. But this is an interesting movie or documentary. I knew it was coming because it was I know a couple people that sent it to me. I just haven't got a chance to watch it. You know what I mean? So I still can't wait, like I said, for me to watch it and see what it's all.
Say that again. Punani. Make it like y'all wild. She want to say, go ahead.
Can I still sell rocks in my community?
In my community?
No, you cannot. Oh yeah, selling rocks would be wrong. Jails and shit. Nah. No, but hopefully you guys will check it out. I'm about to go to a couple more. Of course, we got to talk about the main topic, but I'm gonna go to a couple more topics that we had to that we wanted to talk about before we got to the last one. Of course, The Last of Us season 2 trailer. I watched that trailer.
I didn't understand a damn thing
because it's it's the game, and they're really going. They're really going. That Last of Us season 2 expansion pack. That was so expensive.
Is this the mini one? Because they said that they were going to base it off one of these expansion packs.
It's the Last of Us Part 2 expansion pack.
Was it in between?
They're going. I think they're doing the whole expansion pack and
I was like, what is this? This ain't what I thought was going to be coming.
Man, you gotta like. I don't want to ruin it, but one day I sat and watched the cutscenes of The Last of Us the game.
Yeah, I watched that. It's one on YouTube or what they did.
I'm not gonna lie, it's better than a movie. Like,
yeah,
God.
Them cutscenes was dope.
Oh man, something I don't know. I'm probably one of the rare people. I love watching them cutscenes of video games. It's like movies because it becomes a movie that you're playing out. Oh man, The Last of Us is. Woo! And The Last of Us was good. Mika had to sit up. We was doing our recap on The Last of Us. I'm over here shedding tears. That mug was hitting me in the feels. Woo! Yeah. Mika, we ain't doing that. I ain't crying in front of you again. She was like,
in front of me.
Mika was like,
Last of Us made you cry though. Which one?
It's anything that has to do with being a daddy. It's anything that has to do with being a daddy because I'm a daddy.
He cried at the end of episode 1.
Joel ain't no daddy. I mean, yeah, he is.
No, was it episode 1?
He ain't her daddy.
Yeah, it was just
episode 1.
No, it was episode. Was it episode 1? You started
crying from the jump.
No, I think it was episode 1 or episode 2.
It was episode 1.
I thought it was episode 2.
Oh, cry, baby.
Anyway, that's why I don't cry. See, that's why I don't cry.
I didn't say it. Blue did.
Mika known for crying. Mika cry real quick.
Mika was on this.
I'm a
get clump. You see her get the waving her hand in front of her face like that. Yeah. No,
the one with the brothers.
It was only cry when you pissed me off.
Nah, Mika, I was crying. Look, I was crying, y'all, and Mika was like, "The sign is real simple, B. It says
wrap it up.
Wrap that crying up, B.
You better up off the internet crying.
You better wrap them tears up, B.
He's about to go viral. No, I did not. I promise y'all I didn't.
My mama did. My mama cried when Cleo died.
I cried when Vivica Fox character got shot. That's what I cried
with Vivica. Nah,
yeah, I was like,
Vivica's the reason why they didn't make it. To me, she was the whole downfall.
I cried during that scene.
Her and Cleo was the downfall.
That's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Day after day.
But yeah, anything that happens to do with fatherhood and it's really tough. I can't help. I get emotional. I'm a daddy. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care. Yeah, I cry. You know what I'm saying? We cried together. Murder.
He said he got a little misty. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little misty, man. You know what I'm saying?
He said, do you think people will go see Joker sequel at the theaters this Friday?
You mean the Harley Quinn movie?
I forgot that it was coming out. I honestly forgot.
It looks stupid.
Harley Quinn movie? Sure.
I like the first Joker movie because again, I didn't know what was real or what was fake. But I don't know.
I don't think. Well, let me not say that. I think they pulled the wool over our eyes with that first movie and gave us that movie and renamed it the Joker after they filmed it. That's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're gonna be able to pull that shit off this time. That's what I think.
I don't know. I think we'll see. I might have to watch that in other realms. I might not be going to the movies.
Other realms. See that. He said other realms. You're gonna go to neither realm to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to the nether realm and to go watch it. Me, Scorpion, and
Shang Tsung around his
yeah. Me and Goro gonna watch it. Yeah, we gonna watch it together because I'm not too hype about it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. It like I said, Joker first one was really good, but we'll see. And
I don't think Lady Gaga's cachet is as big as it once was. I don't think she is that anymore to where she's that draw. You know what I'm saying? And I'm basing this off of the what was the last movie she did with the
Versace movie?
Yeah. That movie didn't do well at all. And that could have been because of the whole getting the theaters back up and running and shit. But
he said we watching Mortal Kombat. Hey, you know what? I was gonna do something special for Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. I was gonna do House of Gucci. That's the name of
House of Gucci. Yeah.
I was gonna do Street Fighter, the movie.
Oh man!
What? I might just do Mortal Kombat.
Oh man!
The original one. Anyway, but nah,
Street Fighter would be crazy.
Street Fighter is nasty work.
That's just let's find all the people we can and put in this movie and not have it make sense at all. That's all that was.
Nasty work. Anyway. So Joel and Ellie are back. Fans of the Max series, The Last of Us, have reasons to celebrate as the official trailer for season 2 has been released. The preview, which can be seen below, focuses on the humanity's fight for survival against the affected. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched this and I was hyped. Oh my God, I was hyped. Let's go. And I don't care about HBO getting, I don't even care no more. I fight it.
You want to start or what?
Now, this is what I will say.
I love this show. I love this show. I am hyped right now.
Yeah. I think HBO just don't miss. You know what I'm saying? When they go in, you know what I'm saying? When they go in on something, they don't miss. That's why I see people talking shit about like the lanterns and all of that, Green Lantern. I'm like, look, y'all must don't know how HBO get down. HBO ain't putting out no just anything. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. They take their time. They get the right pieces and players in pocket. You know what I'm saying? So with this season 2, I mean, you saw the way season 1 just took over the fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? Took over for its little, you know what I'm saying, short period that it had. People is waiting for this. That the game is massive. Was a massive game already. So
game is a bestseller.
I think this is. I think it's on autopilot. I think this is on autopilot. I think
you don't need to. I mean, you're right. Everything. Just think about the shows that I've watched from HBO from the Penguin, because the Penguin right now, I did not think the Penguin was gonna be that good. It is great, amazing.
And
House of the Dragon.
To the lady playing the sister.
Falcone, the Hangman. Just playing the Hangman.
Yep. She is killing it. She might be my favorite little movie television villain going on right now. She killing it.
Like HBO, like legitimately, you're not lying. Almost everything, I'm talking about almost everything HBO
they don't have 100% now, but
but I'm just saying it's better than it's okay. So I'd rather watch a HBO series than I would a Netflix or a Hulu series.
Yeah.
Honest to God's truth. If you were telling me, like again, Penguin. If you was like, hey man, Penguin way better than whatever they got over on Hulu right now. Or Amazon, like, because Amazon Prime, I would say they make series like that don't miss. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their stuff is just really good. But I don't think it's as good as HBO or
for me,
Max.
HBO is one, Apple
is one.
Plus TV is two.
Oh yeah, Apple. Yeah. Apple comes with their stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you though.
Milioti, is that how you pronounce it?
She was in Palm Springs. I don't know what her name is, but she
the
Penguin is good, Pam.
The Penguin is the Soprano, which again, Batman that's how his Rose Galleries are. They're they're gangsters. Like the original ones are gangsters. They should be like, you get so immersed in the character of Oswald Cobblepot, which I know they call him Oswald Cobb. You know what I'm saying?
They should have kept his name.
They said the Cobblepot sounded too stupid, but they did call him the Penguin. You know what I'm saying? They did call him the Penguin, but to know that that's Colin Farrell, but doesn't sound like, doesn't move like, that's dude. Props to Colin Farrell's killing that. I'm gonna need you to quit
calling him Colin. It's Colin.
Colin. Yeah, right. He ain't even semicolon. I didn't call him colon. Semicolon. And call him Dookie Shoe colon. Me, all right.
Small intestine Pharaoh. I like that guy.
But I'm just saying, but I think that he makes, like, just think about it. We had the Riddler. The Riddler was not the Riddler from the original Batman comic. He wasn't like from the Batman TV show. But when you watch that, you kind of felt like a serial killer Riddler would be more like that. Not a dude in a purple suit with green question marks all over his body in the theatrics. You would think he would be more like that. Penguin being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Coming up like the way he's coming up. I'm digging it. I think it's going to be hard for me to look at anything else that's Batman related and not look at that and like, I think they're doing it better. And that's in-house. Because I know that there's going to be a Batman that's coming out for the DCU. You know what I mean? I get that. But Matt Reeves, Batman, and the characters that he's developing, dog, it's top notch. Personally, to me, except for that Joker, I didn't like the look of the Joker, but you know,
that's not Matt Reeves.
That's Matt Reeves. The Joker, not that Joker, not the Joker.
You talking about the Joker?
At the end of the Batman, I didn't like that.
Batman, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
But I mean, I didn't like Batman in the Batman. I didn't like
Colin. Colin is unrecognizable.
I like the stories surrounding Batman, but I didn't like that's another story. It wasn't bad, but it ain't. But no, I'm with you. I think Marvel better watch out, man. And I know we got away from what we were talking about. We supposed to be talking about The Last of Us, but I mean, there's not really nothing I can say about The Last of Us that hasn't been said already. Because, like I said, I think that's on autopilot. I don't think it can miss. As long as it just stays true to what it did already, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it can miss. Take enough from the games that it can emulate those certain scenes and things like of that nature, so you can get that feeling. But then at the same time, I'm gonna give you some HBO. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we said about the first season. There's elements of the video game that's there. And then they put, because the executive, the ones who created the game are the executive producers.
Our executive producers of the show.
So that's why they say it's the best comic book. The best video game adaptation that you'll ever see. And this, but you can do it with that genre and not miss.
Fallout was pretty good adaptation too. I don't know if you watched that. Fallout.
No, I didn't watch Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout was good. Fallout was real good.
But yeah, the Cornelius is right. It's ultra realism. So, like I said, I can't wait for this to come out.
That's not to cut you off, Dre. That's my problem with Marvel. They're too fantastic, and they're so fantastic that they get zany and loony, and it becomes fucking. You know what I'm saying? It becomes that loony. It becomes, you know what I'm saying? It becomes Disney. It becomes Mickey Mouse. It becomes Daffy Duck. You know what I'm saying? Or Donald Duck and all. It becomes that. And it's like, where is the realism in this? I know we in space, and I know it's a purple dude with fucking these, you know what I'm saying, gems and glow. But where's the realism? Where's the shit? You know what I'm saying? To tug at the heartstrings, the shit to bring me back down to earth, so I can sit there and follow along with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're getting with the Penguin. Like, you can. The Penguin, when he threw my man's when he told him to get in there and lay down with the damn, not to spoil them, but I was like, damn, Penguin. I knew he wasn't gonna do nothing to him, but I was like, I know some people like that who get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up, you gotta pay. I ain't gonna, but you gonna see. This is what really happens. When we don't come through. Luckily, we came through this time, but this is what really happened. When he did that, I was like, damn, Penguin. Okay, you not playing no. Or when he told old buddy, and I don't want to spoil it, but he was like,
well, you spoiling it.
I know, but
when he told old buddy, we need that spell over your mouth that they got in WandaVision. Or in Agatha. Yeah,
Agatha.
Yeah. So when old boy was like,
oh man. But I mean, just seeing, because I don't think we've seen that from Penguin. I don't think we've seen a Penguin just, you know what I'm saying, moving the way that we seeing
in the cartoon,
move like this.
In the cartoons and in live action. Because the last one we had was Danny DeVito.
Right, Danny DeVito.
He was eating raw. He was eating raw fish. He was just eating fish, just raw.
Right,
acting like a penguin, living with penguins. Like, this has got to be the steeliest shit. But I was 12 when it came out, so I didn't care. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm looking forward to the Last of Us season 2. Mika, are we reviewing Last of Us season 2? You ain't got time? Okay.
I got time.
I ain't got time.
What is the horror?
No, this doesn't come out until 2025.
Yeah,
then I got
be next year.
Yeah, it's next year. It's like, oh my God, that's my show. But it's taking forever. The strikes really affected the release schedule. It did. But yeah, so like I said, hopefully we when we get this, me, Mika, all of us, we can talk about The Last of Us. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now let's just get to the main topic. Josh Brolin. Do you think Josh Brolin in his possible future with the DCU in his future, do you think that this is the end of Josh Brolin in Marvel and he's going to come over in of course he's not, in consideration for Hal Jordan. But do you see him doing another role in DC? Do you see him coming over there?
I mean, it wouldn't be his first time. You know what I'm saying? He did he was Jonah Hex. So
yep, he was Jonah Hex.
Pretty sure he's got a relationship over there. He does
Dune,
right. He's got a relationship there with Warner Brothers. So I don't see why not. Now, what role could he play? That's a different story. But yeah, Josh Brolin is an excellent, actor or whatever, regardless of the stuff that he didn't get caught for back in, but he's
he's still an excellent actor.
Excellent actor, and he comes through. It was a show that I was watching on Amazon. What was that Amazon that he had? What was it called? It was about time travel. He was like this rancher, and this big hole showed up in the middle of nowhere. Come to find out that he wasn't from that time. He was from the past, and he ended up there. He just lived his life in the future, outer range. That's it. And dope show, man. I hate that they canceled it, but it was a dope show. They did 2 seasons on it, man, and real good show. He's a dope actor, man. So I don't see why not. I say let everybody eat, feast or famine. Like when they was talking about I forgot who I was talking to. I was saying about Damson Idris playing Jon Stewart. I was going back and forth with the person, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, nah, he's got to be T'Challa. And I was like, well, why he can't be both? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was already Deadshot. He took over for
not Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, Desmond Idris, yeah.
And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, because what I was seeing a lot when he was in the runnings, a lot of people was like, no, he's got to be T'Challa. And I was like, but if they not doing T'Challa, if they not in no rush to do that,
unless there's a clause in the contract that he can't go over to the right. You can't wrestle in WWE and then come over to WCW. True. You know what I'm saying? The same night. You know what I mean? So
true that.
So
I'm just saying, like, it was a lot of people was like, no, he's got to be T'Challa. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this might be the role. See, even Pam saying Denzel is my choice for T'Challa. But I think, you know what I'm saying? That
he's out of the running. He's out of the running.
He's out of the running now. Yeah.
Because that's why I said on the show this morning, he's out of the running because I do believe he's opening up that schedule so he can be a part of Marvel. Because it was scheduling conflicts for the Jon Stewart. I'm like, oh yeah, it's scheduling conflicts, sorry, because you about to take that bag from Marvel. And I feel like he's going to take that bag for Marvel because of the buzz that he got just based on the one show that he was on. Just that.
He did already do a Hulu show, but you talking about Snowfall?
Snowfall, yeah. But the buzz from people with Marvel, from what I understand,
you're gonna be mad. We end up being Wonder Man's brother. The villain. What's the villain? Hold on.
He already got cast. He bet not. I'll be so mad at Marvel because it's a waste of talent. It's a waste of black talent. But no, he's not about to be whoever. I don't give a shit.
Grim Reaper.
No,
when he show up as the Grim Reaper, you go.
No, I elbow drop. I'll be done with more. I'm like, y'all got to get up out of here. But let me hear what Josh and Peter Dink and Chris Killian has to say.
That is Lil Dink. Lil Dink.
Yeah,
Salute the Lil Dink in the building.
Boy, Peter Dink, this is my guy.
No, it's not Peter Dink. It's Little Dink.
Is that because
Lil Dink?
The Dink.
Lil Dink been to some Diddy parties too. He ain't gonna talk about, but he was at some Diddy parties.
That wasn't him. That was somebody else.
Let me get to this video.
There was a rumor online that you turned down the role of Green Lantern, and is that because you're holding out for an even cooler DC character?
You know what? The Green Lantern didn't work out, but that's okay. It's working out. Like, who is it going to be? Kyle Chandler, I heard. And I think I love him as an actor. I think he's wonderful, actually. And, we'll see what's down the line, man. We're open to anything, me and Peter.
I thought they stopped making those comic book movies. I thought we were all into adult dramas again.
It's like Westerns. It all comes back around.
Right. It does all come back around.
I love Peter Dinklage, though. I love him as an actor. I do. I love him as an actor. So now...
What? Hold on, Drake. Before you go, were they interviewing them before the movie that they got called Brothers or whatever it is, which is Twins? Yeah. The new version. I was like, they just doing Twins, the new version.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. But I think somebody put in the not Dame Peter with the fade. Yeah,
that's why his name Lil Dink.
Lil Dink, the Dinkster. That's my guy, though. I've been a fan of him for a long time. I think he's excellent. Not Peter Dinklage's Bane.
They got a Bane and they're working on. It's in the works. I don't know if it's coming, but a Bane and Deathstroke series.
technically I could see him as Deathstroke, Josh Brolin, but
nah, as it's Deathstroke. Yeah, he could be Deathstroke. Yeah.
I could see him. I could see him as Deathstroke. Nope, nope, we're not. Nope, we're not. So I could see him as Deathstroke. You know, he could play, you know, that type of character. I do kind of feel like
being,
but I do kind of feel what somebody said I think it was Pam said in the comics earlier. I am tired of the recycle actors.
Me too. That's why I want to see
some new blood.
I want to see new. That's, you know, I champion my man who was in Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? I champion. Yeah. I want to see him get some shine. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get some of these other black actors some shine. We don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I like Dangerous Idris and you know, all these other people just as much as anybody else. But we out here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's black actors and actresses out here. You know what I'm saying? And we get new. The crazy thing is, females is winning. These black ladies, these black women, they all over the place getting roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's the same 5 black men getting roles, but it's always a new black woman showing up, killing it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree, but what I was saying here, I'm kind of tired of the same mainstream actors. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's put him in this series. I'm glad that they didn't put him in this series. Josh Brolin, that didn't work out. Because I'm like, here's Josh Brolin again. Then it could have been somebody else. You know what I mean? Here go this mainstream actor again. It could have been somebody else. Like right. Hollywood needs to get out of, well, you know, well, we only have a few mainstream actors we want to draw. You know what draws now? Because of the advent of the internet, the advent of YouTube and all of that, word of mouth. We get so excited if a new actor comes along that we've never, just like we were talking about Aaron. Okay, so Aaron Pierre. Once I seen Rebel Ridge, I was like, yes, I can see him as an action star. Now, what is that doing on the internet? People are having conversations about what could you see Aaron Pierre do next? Where can you see him in this role? He's a superstar. You can see he's oozing with superstarness on there. You know what I mean? We need to start doing that for more actors. You know, I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood's son. God, what's his name? His first
Clint
name.
Jr.
Clint. No, is it? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I forgot his name. But still, like I wanted to see him in more action-based and not playing the goofy dude alongside of the Fast and Furious cast. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to see that. Scott Eastwood. Scott Eastwood.
He's been in some stuff though.
But I want to see him more on that upper. Like I want to see him.
But you know, being a nepo baby, they kind of treat you differently.
True. Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is another one.
Yeah.
Because he's really got, like, after watching Devotion, I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I know he's in Top Gun too. You know what I mean? I just want to see more.
He the new Tom Cruise?
I don't see him as a new Tom Cruise because there's nobody that's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a maniac.
If we see Glenn Powell start running everywhere, we know.
I know he was in the terrible Godzilla show. But I would love to see more of these diverse actors. I think that's what's so
what
good.
Terrible Godzilla show? What's she talking about?
I know what she's talking about. The dude from Alien Romulus.
No, I should say Scott was in that terrible Godzilla show. What terrible Godzilla?
Are you talking about this? You talking about the original Godzilla where everything was dark and we only got Godzilla for what?
That wasn't Scott. That was Quicksilver.
No, that was Quicksilver. I see Hidden Figures, but I didn't see Hidden Figures. I don't think Monarch was bad, but he wasn't in Scott Eastwood was not in Monarch.
That was
Monarch was good.
He wasn't in Monarch.
No, he wasn't in Monarch.
Monarch is good. I'm waiting on season 2. Shit, Monarch is dope.
That was they're thinking of whatchamacallit's son.
Kurt Russell's son, Ryan Russell. Scott Eastwood for Green Arrow. I want Scott Eastwood to be Cyclops personally, but you know that's just me.
That's just me personally. You know, but I think it's just I think Hollywood. I think this what makes, like I said, HBO Max. This is what makes Netflix. This is what makes Hulu. They take these guys and they put them in these roles for series. We seen it with Jonathan Majors, and then they become big stars. Right. The women, what was it? Yellow Jacket. The young lady that was in the Transformers: Rise of the Beast. She was in.
She was in
Was it Yellow Jacket?
No, that was it was the Beyonce fan movie.
Where she was the crazy.
What was that called? Mika, you remember that movie?
Swarm.
Yeah.
Yes. You see where her career came up out of Swarm and other. I'm saying the smaller screen produces now. To me, Dominique Fishback. Yes.
Yep.
I think the smaller screen is producing more quality actors. You know what I mean? Top tier quality actors than the big screen is. Personally, y'all can disagree.
No, that's true. It's because it's easier. I get you for cheap. Yeah, I go and I get Dre Mac. Hey, Dre Mac, I got this show. Boom, boom. I show you. You know what I'm saying? You become this star. I can get you 2-3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, you go do some indies. Next thing you know, here come Warner Brothers. Here come Disney. Here come Sony knocking at your door. You know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, we want you for this franchise. Now you're a franchise player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it's. And I want to say because I'm gonna say, was it always like that? But no, it wasn't always like that. But sitcoms was the thing. Sitcoms was the thing.
But Mika remembers. I know Mika remembers Moonlighting, right? Mm-hmm. No, was it Moonlighting with mercy. I want to say Shipper Shepherd, but she wasn't.
That's it. It was Shipper Shepherd and
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, right? Mm-hmm. Now y'all remember that. Some of y'all mamas and aunties used to watch Moonlighting. You know what I mean? Nobody thought Bruce Willis was going to be an action star. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't taking guys from sitcoms and making them action star. I mean, even coming from soap operas. Yeah, even in soap operas. You know what I mean? They wasn't getting people from like they didn't know that David Hasselhoff coming from The Young and the Restless was going to be that action star. Normally it was like lightning in a bottle. Mr. T was lightning in a bottle. You didn't have those guys coming from sitcoms going into be major movie stars. You was either a major movie star and you didn't do TV, or you was a TV star who so happened to get into movies. George Clooney is another one. Started off in he was on the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yeah, he was on Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
You remember that cartoon?
Yeah. He went from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes to it wasn't St. Elsewhere. What is the
no, it's ER.
ER. Yeah, went for ER and then he became big. But it took a while. You literally can go from Netflix to the next big star. You can literally go from Apple TV to the next big star. You can literally come. The only hiccup is Tubi. That's gonna be a long road, but you get there.
It's coming.
But it's coming.
On the rise.
But it's coming. You know what I mean? So that's what I think the next movie star should be, is these people coming up. Personally, Mika, what do you think? Oh, she had to adjust her glasses.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Mika. I need more than that, Dr. Mika.
What?
Doc, I need more than that, Doc.
I don't have my degree yet.
Doc McStuffins. Come on,
Doc. Come on. I don't hear yet. I don't know what yet means. So come on, Doc.
Okay, I don't have it at all.
You don't have it. You don't have it right now, but you are getting it.
Come on,
no, I'm not. You gotta quit. I think honestly, I mean, it's not about it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, right? Yeah. So you can start out on Tubi. Like, there's plenty of people that start out small and then that all it takes is one role to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes. Yep. So I mean, it's not. I don't like I love the fact that every time I look up, there's a new black face.
Yes.
A woman. When it comes to
a woman.
New black face. A woman.
A woman.
A woman. Nah.
You know, because I get tired of seeing recycled characters, and especially like from a horror movie aspect as well too. Like, I mean, even though I've seen plenty of horror movies and they've gotten rid of the trope of killing off the black person first in some movies.
Are you saying they need to bring that back?
No. Damn it, can we be the final girl or something? Can we be the final girl and the final dude? God dang, why are you waiting to the end? Like, you saved the token white woman? Dead.
Dead.
But nah, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. So if you keep working at your craft and you keep doing what you're doing, like I ain't gonna hold y'all. Method Man, he solidified himself with being on Stars.
Yeah,
like,
no, he did.
Being a part of Power. You know what I'm saying? And of course that ain't the first movie that he's ever been in, but like
you can tell where his craft is going now. You can tell that he's trying to get in the Hollywood big time.
Yeah. If he get the call,
like if there was like, yo, we need you for
Bishop
this action movie,
Bishop, because he wants to be Bishop so bad. He said that that's his dream job. He said he even worked out so if they did call, he's big enough to play that character.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, but you're right.
I'll give you 31 movies that black people made it to the end. I did a whole.
She already did that. Dan the Man.
It's like,
been there, done
did
that.
that already, Dan.
Already did that. Been there, done that.
Ooh. But I'm just saying, it's. I like to see. First of all, I do want to see us eat. That's number one. I want to see us eating out here. You know, getting roles. You know, showing black talent is not just the shucking and jiving and the stereotypes and all of that. You know what I mean? But I do want to see more fresh faces just on the big screen. And that's why I give Alien Romulus a lot of props. Because a lot of them people I did not know. That, you know what I mean? They're not superstars. Yep. And you're right. And I think
like that movie. That's why I like that movie.
Yeah. And I think
it's not people I know.
Right. And I think, Mika, you're right. In Blue, you get them for cheap. You're getting them for cheap right now, but you're making them like it's now, you know, you're making them the star. It's almost and don't, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that the slasher genre? That's how the slasher genre got so popular because a lot of these people were not mainstream characters and now they're household names.
You got to think
Johnny
slasher
started out in a slasher.
Yeah,
he did.
But
I'm talking about like with Scream. What I was talking about with Scream, you know, that type of when that the Final Destination, a lot of them were mainstream actors.
So Scream was a little different, because what's her name? The chick that played Sidney Prescott, she was a household name already because of
because she had did
was it Seven Heaven?
What was that? Seven Heaven.
Seven Heaven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was already a household name. That's why they chose her. But little known, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a little known fact because I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this. Originally, Sidney Prescott was supposed to be Drew Barrymore, but Drew Barrymore was like, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to be the final girl. She wanted to be the first one. She very much
said it would make more of an impact to see a star. Yeah, because she said to see a star like her get killed in the beginning like that would just drastically change the Party of Five. Would drastically change the.
She was
how
already a
people view the
household
movie.
name, and that's the reason why they chose her. But I get what y'all. I mean, like I said, I like the fact that we're getting fresh faces when it comes to some of these movies. And I wish they would. I honestly wish they would do the same for this, some of these Marvel movies as well too. It's almost like, damn, that's what they tackling these goddamn actors.
They need to.
But that's what the whole thing. Because Chris Hemsworth wasn't big. My man, Terrence Howard wasn't big. Like he wasn't as big. He wasn't bigger than Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was just going through shit. You know what I mean? But Robert Downey Jr. was coming off of going through shit. Chris Evans was really a comedic actor. It just came off of the Fantastic Four franchise before he bulked up to become Captain America. People didn't even know who Chris Hemsworth is.
And from what I understand, he said he was gonna quit. He was done acting until he got that Captain America gig.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, because of the roles that he was playing. So I always look at, if they go back to that formula and build, that's what I was so mad about when you talk about Marvel. They wasn't building these actors that you don't see every day, building them up like they did the original four.
It's like they scared, man. They don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Marvel, y'all act like y'all don't know what y'all own formula is. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because once they got to that high point, they just forgot. Now it's, you know what I'm saying? They want to bring in so many different, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but you're not building up these different characters.
Right.
You're bringing in too many at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, build up Yelena, build up, you know what I'm saying? All of these new people, Shang-Chi, you got to build them up.
Yeah, build up the actor. But in Torian, that was probably one of the worst death scenes I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
What's that?
The death scene in Scream 2 with Jada. The worst death scene of all time. I don't care. You were from a main.
Talking about bad acting worse or what?
Bad acting worse.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And then the way she died. Man, if you don't die already, hurry up and die so I go eat my popcorn.
Oh man,
Mika liked that death scene. I hate that death scene.
I did.
Stupid. That death scene is stupid.
It ain't the dumbest death scene I've ever seen, but it's dumb.
That ain't the dumbest.
Wait a minute, which one? We're talking about from Maine. That's not gonna be rated. Maine alien, because I know we could go down a rabbit hole.
I was gonna go down a rabbit hole too.
I'm about to say Velocipastor got a real.
Hold on, let me. Aisha, the reason why they put her, Andrew Barrymore, and Omar Epps on the poster was to draw people in. That's why they put them on. That's why they put them on the poster.
Yeah.
So that, like, even though Drew Barrymore dies in the first, I think 15 minutes of the movie or something like that, they still put her on the poster because it brought people to see the movie. Because Drew Barrymore's in it. Oh, I'm gonna go see it.
That's marketing 101.
That was absolutely 101.
Yeah. Absolutely. So okay. All right, let's ask this question before we wrap it up. Mainstream movies, not B-rated, not Tubi, not the Hulu. What is the worst mainstream movie death scene that you ever saw? Mine is Jada, point blank period. I hate that death scene. It's dumb. Think about it.
It's
Oh, House of
that was a good one. House of Wax was that was
it's tragic. Shoot, I can't think of the name of the movie. Hold on.
Paul Rubens and Buffy was funny. That was funny though. He was like, shit. Right off the top of the head, I don't know. Let off some steam, Bennett. Hey, Commando, one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, man. You know what?
We're talking about horror movies. We talking about horror movies. But Commando, that is funny.
The Suntanner theme in Final Destination 3.
Jesus, that is stupid. That's
stupid. Every kill in Final Destination.
I was about to say Final Destination, guys. The one with the dude with the line wrapped around the dude's neck in the bathroom. Like, to me,
that was one.
Like,
that was one.
Out of here, man.
Yeah.
The
Tanner Bed scene.
We talking about horror movies though. It's just in horror movies.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Not Deep Blue Sea.
Honestly, the Samuel Jackson scene in Deep Blue Sea makes me laugh every time.
It does make me laugh.
When Jason knocked dude's head off.
Dumb.
That's funny. That's the funniest shit.
I was like, bro, you got one more hit. Kick it or kick him off the
just kick him off the roof.
Kick him off the roof. He's talking about take your best shot, bro.
His head would fly.
If you don't stand
that shit was a cabbage. That shit was a cabbage. A head of cabbage. That's what that was.
I would say an honorable mention is Nightmare on Elm Street, where her mama gets sucked back into the house because it's a dummy. It is the funniest shit you have ever. Because you're like, then you can see where the editor cut, and it's a dummy slide in there. But yeah, I will say that shit's hilarious because he knocked his head off. I busted out what happened, and he's not supposed to be funny, but you can't help it. You can't help it. You said the bathroom scene in Scary Movie is dumb.
Which bathroom? What bathroom scene?
Oh, well, I think it's the one where they try to mimic Scream 2. Remember he put his ear up to the
okay, yeah. But that don't count though, because that was, they trying to be, that.
He's trying to be funny. Like,
I have to agree. That I'm not agree, but I had to disagree. When a man jumped off that waterfall and that anaconda caught him in midair,
that was dope.
Right.
That was dope. Got him.
Like, you want to move? This nigga was like, got your ass.
Nah, that was dope. I could think of I don't know, man. Scary movies.
Paranormal Activity 3. I've never seen that.
I want to say all of the tall man. What is that? With the spears?
Phantasm.
Phantasm. All the Phantasm. Yeah. All of them.
I'm gonna go.
Those are my USA Up All Night horror movies.
Ooh, right up there, Wishmaster.
Wishmaster. Oh my God, Wishmaster.
Yes, Wishmaster. After he beat up Low Down Dirty Shame, he went and became a damn genie.
You mean the waterbed death scene is in Dream Warriors, which is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that Nightmare on Elm Street. That was stupid. Turn into a roach was stupid too.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
The waterbed scene where he was when the nurse came in, it was
it was a naked girl
was
in the waterbed.
No, naked girl in the waterbed, yeah.
And that wasn't Dream Warriors. That was
Dream Master.
Yeah.
The Dream Master.
Dream Warriors was 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
That's prime time, bitch.
That's
probably the
ain't gonna hold you. Probably a good. That was a good death scene. I ain't gonna hold you. He picked her up and head, but like right into the TV. I'm like,
welcome to prime time, bitch. Wow. In a tube TV at that. You know how hard. You know how you're dead. In a tube TV, you're dead.
No joke, man.
I still think that's the best Freddy movie.
I didn't play it.
Nah.
You know what? Fright Night.
Which one?
Which one? Fright Night, Fright Night 2.
The original one?
The first one. Yeah, the original. When he killed his best friend when
that is the worst. That is the
and
it wasn't he didn't kill his best friend. Peter Vincent killed his best friend.
Yeah, Peter Vincent.
He was like,
oh my God.
Hold up. No, and it made it even worse because Peter Vincent was crying.
Yeah.
As the whole boy was dying. He was like, no. He's like, I'm so sorry I had to put a stake in you. I'm so sorry.
That's my movie though, man.
He didn't say
I watch that every
word.
Halloween. Every Halloween,
he didn't say
I watch
not one word, but he just cried the whole time this boy was dying. And he was just like, oh. Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Fright Night. That was dumb.
Oh man.
Yes,
type in the
Jason
longest
X
death scene ever and watch the first video that pops up. Please, it's genuinely hilarious. We already getting hit with copyright strikes, but we'll do this. I know what you're talking about. It's the Bollywood, the Bollywood dude.
Bollywood. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
I already know what that is. It is funny though.
I don't know if they do that on purpose or what, because it's more than just that scene. It's a whole bunch of those out there like
that. It's a whole bunch of those. Wang the Wang movie. I mean Wang TV show.
They gotta be doing that on purpose.
If y'all know who, you gotta go check out my man Devin Clark. Go find out who Wang is. Y'all know who Wang is. Wang will leave you dead. Wang chop dead.
Okay, somebody put it in the chat, but that scene where that girl got sucked through the grates in Jason X, that's a dumb kill. Because Jason didn't even do it.
Bollywood is genuinely funny. Bollywood is legitimately funny. I give y'all that. Yeah, Bollywood is funny. But y'all got anything else before we wrap this up? Because I'm not going to hold you. I am hungry.
Oh, I got some, man. If y'all are into wrestling, man, that McMahon doc on Netflix, man.
McMahon generally pissed me off.
Man, that shit just I ain't even worried about the story. Just going back.
Oh, going back and just the history of wrestling.
Yeah, that shit is.
Yeah. Just knowing what he's accused, because he hasn't been convicted. Just knowing what he's accused of, and then the character.
Take off old Vince.
No, I'm not. No, knowing what he's accused of, and knowing the character that he has, he disappointed me. So it was hard to kind of look at Vince McMahon the same. You know what I mean? So
I never really looked at him. It's kind of like what they said in the doc. What he gives you is what, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how I look at him. So when all them allegations came out, I was like, well, shit, that's par for the course. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Now, the shit that I didn't like was when Hogan snitched out Jesse the Body.
I do not like Hulk Hogan.
When Hogan snitched out Jesse the Body, I was like, oh, I said, okay, Hogan been a damn bitch.
Yeah, I do not. That's one dude I hope he deserves to die, and I hope he burns in hell. I do not like. I hope I can. Hulk Hogan, the icon, all of that for wrestling, cool. The human being, fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying those type of words all here, but I don't like him. Do not like him.
I don't blame you, man.
And then somebody put up the episode where he was in the hospital and he got hit with that pan, that medical pan, and it was like ding. I watched that multiple times because I wish McMahon got hit with a frying pan when he was up there messing with them girls. Bing! Stop it! Stop it! Calling Dr. Austin, calling Dr. Rara. He was beating the crap out of him. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, trash can juice. It's Hulk Hogan. I do not like Hulk Hogan. I don't care. Whatever. No.
But yeah, that's that, and if y'all ain't watched From yet, man, I suggest getting on that band, because it's somebody. I don't like to give out names, that's why I always say somebody. But I was going back and forth with they was talking about black shows being canceled, and I was like, it's because y'all don't watch them until it's canceled and they end up on like Netflix or something. Then y'all like, oh, this show was good, but this show been out. It's 5 years. The show been out. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch the show and it won't get canceled.
So you know it's crazy part is a lot of shows like that.
Yeah, watch the show and it won't get canceled. So
like Family Guy was like that. You know, nobody really cared about Family Guy when it was on until it became on what was it, Cartoon Network
Adult Swim,
and then that's what you care.
Or Comedy Central. It was Comedy Central. Yeah. So you know, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
lack of promotion. I'm with you, Tori. Lack of promotion, but we are the promotion, and that's what I'm saying. We'll sit here, stuff that already got the traction. Dre don't like Power or anything like that, but that already has traction. So we don't have to get on here and big up Power. You know what I'm saying? Every day or anything like that. From, which is on MGM, which is a small network, you know what I'm saying, a small streaming service or whatever. I think it used to be, fuck it used to be called. Anyway, it's small, you know what I'm saying, but it's a good show, you know what I'm saying. Those are the shows that we need as, YouTubers or whatever need to be talking about, doing the chatter about, because sooner or later, once it gets canceled, then like, damn, I can't believe this show got canceled after everybody found out about it because Netflix went ahead and bought it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue with a lot of these good shows that it was it's another show, Black Cake. I had watched the whole. I think I binge watched the whole first season. It got canceled after one season, but it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Gone now. You know what I'm saying? So like, we just gotta, if you find a show that you like, talk about it. I guess that's the main thing I'm saying. If it's a show that you like, talk about it. Bring it up as much as possible. Not being aggravating with it, but bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it.
I think that's why I did what I did for Bel Air. You know what I mean? Because it's not a lot of people talking about it like that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But if we can just
Pimp
get
says
enough,
she just reviewed Black Cake.
Black Cake was good. Even with the twist at the end, Black Cake was good. And I was waiting on season 2 because I was like, how they gonna do season 2? But I guess they couldn't figure out how to do season 2.
Not they couldn't figure it out. What do we do from here? I don't know, Jim. You tell me.
Right. Yep. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Yeah, the political cycle. I know politics, but politics ain't really been all that exciting. You know what I'm saying? Underground. Ooh, Underground was dope. That was a dope show. Even though I know it's slaves and shit, but that still was a dope show.
What are you watching right now, Mika?
The back of my eyelids.
Besides that, besides that weekly special,
the daily special.
Yeah, the daily special, right? What are you watching right now that you would recommend?
I just finished The Irrational, because season 2 getting ready to drop, and that's actually a good show. I normally, if it ain't
NBC,
SVU,
right?
Yeah, normally if it ain't SVU, I ain't watching anything like drama or police related on NBC, but I just so happened to wake up to this one too. I was like, oh shoot.
Hey, this is pretty good.
This is good. So
yeah, I like the police.
I just finished watching that, and then I watched I'm gonna finish Power Book 2 on Friday because it's the last episode, and then the series and the show the show's getting canceled. So,
I think he just gonna move him to something else. That's what I personally think.
I think he is too. I think he getting ready to start his own network, and that's why he gonna have all these shows moved there. So yeah, that's about it.
In Blue, what you recommended?
I already recommended mine. I mean, I can keep going because I watch a lot of, I'll be at work with nothing to do. I just be watching shit. So. But it's fall, man. New TV, like everything. You know what I'm saying? It's brand new shows and stuff coming out. Whether you watching like CBS, NBC, you know what I'm saying? All the little what did it be? Nighttime soap operas is back. The police procedurals is back. Your SVUs, your Chicago, everything. You know what I'm saying? All of those shows is back.
50 ain't going to nobody Netflix. He gonna start his own. He gonna start his own.
He already got his fast channel coming.
I think that's what he was talking to Tyler Perry about.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said he's got.
So yeah, all of our shows get ready to move to. All of our shows getting ready to move to this new streaming network. He plotting on us.
And Ty, yes,
you ain't getting my money, 50.
Coming. I got a series coming. It'll be. I'll let you know where it end up at. It might be on Tubi. It might be something else. We actually had a. But nah, let me not say that. Let me not put too much info out. Ain't nothing signed yet, so let me chill out.
No, Ty.
What?
I think you and Chillmugger is starting to have the same type of humor.
That's that Canadian. That's too much maple. Never mind. Let me stop. Ty done been over Niagara Falls too many times in the barrel. That's what it is.
In a barrel.
You remember they used to talk about that back in the day, going over Niagara Falls in the wooden barrel?
Oh hell no! Nah.
They had to stop people from doing it because they kept dying.
I mean, technically, anytime that I, what I'm looking at is Ty and Chillmonger. This is what I'm thinking about when I see this.
Oh man.
I watch too much Terrence and Phillip. I gotta go back. I gotta finish the whatchamacallit
Ring of Power.
Ring of Power. I got it down. I'm gonna wait to binge watch it because I'm watching all these shows, and because of all what I'm doing now, I don't have time to watch stuff at work. It's like maybe one day I might be cool and I could do it. Other days I've been working my ass off. So I'm gonna download I'm gonna download it and binge it when the season is over with, and then watch it on my iPad. You know what I'm saying? When I get a chance. But I like Ring of Power. I like the first season of Ring of Power. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't watch it like that right now. You know what I mean? Because when I can watch something is when I'm going home, before I get on the show in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to go to sleep and do this all over again. So
First thing is they ain't gonna cancel Ring of Power. I think they got 6 seasons in the can. What that they got to do because they put like $500 million towards this damn series or some shit like that. So
I hope Bel Air gets renewed for season 4 because they got to introduce Baby Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Baby Nikki is coming. All of that. So yeah,
it'll be back. Peacock don't have too many originals anyway, so I believe it'll be back.
And I'm just saying that, I mean, right now, the fight night is snap. That's good. That's good. So, and like I said, but look how much talent that they got in front of the screen. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They got good talent behind it with the writers and everything, but that's a lot of money in front of that screen. So you said Ring of Power. I don't know. I haven't watched it. So
yeah. Well, I haven't watched the whole Ring of Power season 2, but I wouldn't say that that's a hard or stretch for it depends because House of Dragon season 1 was better than Ring of Power season 1 to me. So very
much so.
It just
so Ring of Power season 2 could be better than House of Dragon season 2. Yeah. But it depends on what you like and what you don't like. So yeah, and now like I said, I've only got to where I'm not gonna ruin it, but dark. you get in the Sauron. I got to Sauron, and then I haven't watched it. Watch the end of it, so it's just time. But anyway, what do you guys have coming up? You two, what do you guys have coming up so far?
Nothing.
31 Days of Horror for Halloween.
Mika, October is tomorrow. You talking about nothing? What are you talking about?
I already mentioned it.
You see my face?
Yeah, like nothing.
What are we getting first? What's date number 1?
Jesus is Lord.
You doing a 31 Days of Horror on Jesus? Was it a zombie?
Technically, Jesus was a zombie. He came back from the dead.
Not. Don't do that.
I mean,
let me start. My bad, y'all. But yes.
If Jesus number 1 is a zombie, I wouldn't lose it. I swear to God, I'm pulling over and falling out. I'm gonna be driving my car, pull over and fall out.
Mika be like, "Hi, this is Mika G from Cinematic Nightmares, and my first day 1 is there's a zombie,
zombie Jesus,
zombie Jesus."
Nah. It's gonna be creatures and horror.
Creatures,
ooh,
like animals. Yeah, she did.
I kind of like. I kind of like that.
Not just animals.
Creatures.
Insects.
Birds.
What's the movie with the big rabbits? You got to do that.
Not of the lepers.
Yeah, you got to do that. That's got to be one.
Big rabbits.
Yeah, they are. That was definitely on USA Up All Night.
Yeah, all the time. You got to do
all
that
the time.
Yep.
Is actively getting better. I fell off after the second episode.
It's still the same to me. If you want to know,
it was. Whatchamacallit's mama was hilarious. Whatchamacallit's mama was hilarious though in the last episode. That was hilarious. She was straight the mom off of that 70s show in that episode. She embodied all of that.
No, I mean but that's my issue with Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just too buffoonish. It's just too, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to take this serious? Not saying, and I'm not saying that to say that this is a bad show, but then I go from that to now they do let's say Thunderbolts is this hardcore thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all over the place to me. I don't know. That's just how I'm looking at it.
We'll see. We will see. Yeah, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. I think everybody is. But anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this on up because I'm not gonna lie, I am getting extremely tired. And Mika's eyelids are talking to her. Mr. Sandman, yes, bring me a dream. Bum, bum,
I'm also suffering right now, but it's okay. I'm going through it.
Oh, let's wrap it up.
Suffering? What's wrong, Mika? Maybe you need a hug.
This is her medicine. Is this another episode of the Blurred AF?
A high five? What is it?
Thank you so very much for tuning.
Okay.
For tuning in to another episode of the Blurred AF.
You need a hot rag? What is?
Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Blurred AF. That's her medicine.
What can I do for?
No.
What she needs is another. Thank you for another episode of the Blurred AF.
I don't think it's mad so I can go in bed.
Thank you so very much for another episode of the Bird AF. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever, 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 ever miss another one of these Blurred AFs on Mondays again. For Mika G, for Blue Illuminati, I am your man, Dre Mac. We are out of here. Peace, vibe higher. And I'm not going to say the last part because that's disgusting, but lick ass.